Nisha here, and today's video is going to be part 2 of my Q&A. I told y'all in part 1, if you haven't checked that out already, I'll go ahead and link it above. But I told y'all in part 1 that I had so many questions that I was going to film a part 2. So that's what we're going to do. But instead of deep conditioning while answering questions, I'm going to do a get ready with me. So styling my hair, doing my makeup, all that good stuff. But first, before we get into the video, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that notification bell. I post new videos twice a week, usually Wednesday and Saturday. So if you're subscribed, you done hit that notification bell, then you won't miss another upload from me. So let's just go ahead and get into this video. Okay, y'all, so as far as my hair goes, this is like day 5 or day 6 of actually a braid out. And my hair is still really moisturized. I've lost some definition. So I'm just gonna throw it in a puff. But first, what I like to do is kind of like prepare my hair to go in a puff. Y'all, this is some crusty edge control. But I like to prepare my hair to go up in a puff. And I just spray my edges so I can get them to lay down. Then just take a brush that in. Then I'll take like either a leave-in conditioner or a cream, and the cream that I'm using is the Melanin, the Twist Elongating Style Cream, and this is actually what I use to style my hair. Super moisturizing. So I just take a little bit, put it on the perimeter of my hair just to add some more moisture. So now that I've added the water and the moisture to my hair with that Twist Elongating Style Cream, I like to kind of mold my hair before I put like the gel and stuff on it. So I'll just take my scarf, push it on up, tie it. All right, and then I just will kind of let my hair sit like that while I do my makeup and everything. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into the questions and the makeup and all that good stuff. But also, I've already cleansed and washed my face and toned and moisturized and all that good stuff. I actually have a skincare video here on my channel, so I'll have that linked above. I think it's on the side. Yeah, it's on the side. I'll have it linked above as well, so you can check that out if you haven't done so already. If you're just curious about what I use on my face, I use the same exact products pretty much. I'll be mixing these two foundations together. These are favorite drugstore foundations, never do me wrong. All right, so first question is, hey Nisha, I just want to say that as a natural hair YouTuber, you're honestly my favorite. Aw, that's so sweet. I love your spirit and the honesty within your reviews. I also enjoy the content you bring. You remind me a lot of myself in different ways, and your energy is clean and pure. Needless to say, I really enjoy your videos, and honestly, you've inspired me to try different products. Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks for being a beautiful and thoughtful content creator. Y'all are so sweet to me, really, honestly, and I appreciate it so much. So she actually has 3 questions. One question is, how do you retain length? And for me, I know this is like cliche answer and it kind of doesn't make sense at the same time because you're cutting your hair, but really honestly, trimming your ends when you need a trim is definitely a way to retain length, because if you don't go ahead and cut out those split ends right now, you will have to end up cutting more later. Trust me. Also, I make sure that I pay special attention to my ends. I'll put a little bit extra product on my ends as far as like oils and butters and things like that in order to make sure that my hair is protected. I also think it's important to kind of do low manipulation on your hair. So when I do twist outs and braid outs, I won't go ahead and take my hair down right when it's dry. I'll actually kind of leave the twists and the braids in as like a protective style. If I can, like I will go to church with my braids grocery store with my braids. There is no shame in my game. So I'm gonna take my sponge. So then her next question is, how often would you suggest moisturizing during the week? I think I had already mentioned this in my other Q&A video, but I moisturize my hair once a week, and that's more so because I'm a lazy natural. I moisturize it when I do my hair, and that's pretty much it. You may see me re-moisturize like how I just did right now when I put my hair up in a puff, but really just once a week. You can do it twice a week if you want. Do it as often as you feel like your hair needs it. All right, and then her third question is, I've noticed you have Psalms 103:5 on your wall. This made me wonder about your faith and what it means to you. So, y'all know I kind of have like two filming spots. I actually haven't been in this filming spot in a long time, but my filming spot that I've been doing a lot more recently, I have that on my wall, and it's basically a verse from the Bible. It says, he fills me up with good things, or he fills my life with good things. Yeah, he fills my life with good things. And yes, I am a Christian. I love God. I love Jesus. I put this up here because I was going through a rough time not too long ago, and I just felt like my life was just terrible and horrible, and so many things were going on, and I just wasn't able to really like handle them emotionally because it was like multiple things at once. And so now my life is in so much of a better, happier state than it was before. And it's things like that that remind me that you may be going through a storm now, but later on, once you make it past that storm, like, God won't just leave you alone. Like, he's gonna fill your life with good things. Y'all, I'm getting ahead of myself. I completely forgot to show y'all the primer that I use. I use the Tarte Clean Slate Poreless Primer. I really do like this. It definitely does fill in my pores, and I also think it does help control oil, because I am an oily girl for sure. It's winter time, so I'm not as bad, but summer, I am an oil slick. All right, so next we're gonna go in with concealer, and this is the good old Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the color Deep. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it. I try not to apply too much because I don't like a super bright under eye. All right, so next question is, when I use gels, the end of my hair becomes elongated and straight while the rest of my hair is super curly. Do you have any gels you would recommend that are defining but don't leave the hair too stiff once it dries? I really like your smile. I've actually been wanting to get into YouTube myself, so watching you helps me a lot. Oh, thank you. I try to smile as often as I can. Okay, so going back to the gels. It's funny that that is a question because I love me a good old stiff, crunchy gel. Those are actually my favorite. I like for my hair to be crunchy. But anyways, I have used some gels that don't make your hair crunchy that I actually do like, and I still get the definition and longevity. Well, not as long, but it's not crap after like 2 days. And one of them is definitely the Cheers Gelato Gel. That gel does not leave a cast on my hair, but it does define my hair. It gives me more of a luminous type of feel to my hair. Another one is the Curl Defining Gel, Moisturizing Curl Defining Gel by Adwoa Beauty. That one is a really good one. It freezes my curls in place, but it doesn't leave my hair super crunchy or anything like that. I actually have a video on that gel, and I have videos on both of those gels, so I can link them above if you are interested and want to check those out. And then I also have a video on the Curl Forming Custard Gel. I'm trying to remember though, was it Was it crunchy? I think it was crunchy because I used entirely too much, but I think if you use the right amount of that product, then it won't be crunchy. But I use like half the jar, so I know I use entirely too much. But those are kind of the 3 gels that I would suggest. So I'm just taking a little bit of powder to kind of set my under eye. By the way, I'm doing like a natural beat face. So I do kind of 2 different, actually really 3 different types of faces. I do a natural, then a natural beat face, and then just a beat face. But today we're gonna do a natural beat face today. So I'm just gonna take my Fit Me powder to go ahead and kind of just set my face everywhere else. Okay, so next question is, how do you feel about hair typing, and do you think the information helps in a person's hair journey? So I am conflicted when it comes to hair typing. I feel like hair typing does help, absolutely, because the tighter your curls are and the more kinkier your hair is, so the more, I guess, like type 4-ish hair you have, I feel like the harder it is to keep your hair moisturized, regardless of whether it is low porosity or high porosity. It's just hard because you have more kinks and curls for the oils to try to travel down your strands. So if your hair is more curly rather than like kinky, then yes, if you're curly, the oil does travel a little bit faster. Your hair doesn't get as dry as type 4 hair. So I do think it helps, but I think sometimes we get too caught up in the hair typing. We also kind of lean more towards like type 4 hair, especially type 4B, type 4C is like the nappy, unhealthy hair, but no. Healthy hair is healthy hair. It doesn't matter what your hair type is. It doesn't matter your porosity. It doesn't matter anything. Healthy hair is healthy hair, okay? If it's moisturized, if it has elasticity, if it's not breaking off, you have good protein moisture balance, your hair is healthy regardless of your hair type. So I think it does help in figuring out how to moisturize your hair, but I think we just get too caught up in like type 4 hair is bad, and it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And I consider myself to be type 4. I mostly have type 4A, type 4B hair is what I would say. Some people would argue and say that I'm not type 4. I don't know. Like I said, I think we get too caught up. I think that you just need to figure out how to moisturize your hair, keep your hair moisturized, keep that moisture protein balance. And hair typing can help do that. That's all I'm saying. So next up, we gonna be using some bronzer. This is a Mocha Mami from Fenty. It is their Sun Stalker bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer ever. The next question is, I've tried products that have given me acne around my hairline. You try various brands and products, but your skin looks flawless. Oh, so sweet. Do you get breakouts because of products? If not, what is your skincare routine? So it's funny that you mention that, because I actually don't really get too many breakouts like on my face. I mostly get acne. I suffer from acne, and I think that's from, you know, washing out the deep conditioners and the gunk and all the stuff out of my hair, and then it rolls down my back. So as far as that goes, I make sure I exfoliate my back all the time. Every time I'm in the shower, I will exfoliate my back. That's just something that I do. I'll shower and then I'll rinse out the deep conditioner. Well, I will make sure that I shower again and make sure I get the soap all on my back and stuff, and make sure that I get rid of whatever I just washed out of my hair, and then I'll even exfoliate again. And that really has helped, because I used to have really bad back knee, and it definitely was from the products. I do have a skincare routine that I mentioned earlier. I had it linked above. I'll link it below in the description box as well. But I would say the key to my skincare on my face is exfoliating and toning, and I kind of do that at the same time because I use exfoliating cotton pads, cotton rounds, to apply my toner. And so that's kind of how I kind of keep my skin at bay. But like I said, check out that video and then you can get more details of my skincare routine and all of that good stuff. Using this Maybelline powder, the Super Stay powder, in the color, what color is this? Java, 375 Java, to add some contour. But next question is, what do you think about avoiding protein, silicones, etc. if my hair is shedding excessively? Thank you for all of your hard work in building a great place to come for natural hair. May you grow beyond your wildest dreams. Oh, that's so sweet. So as far as excessive shedding, I say regardless of shedding or anything, you should try to avoid silicones, because silicones are just kind of one of those like tricky ingredients. They make your hair feel really good, but really it's creating a barrier and keeping things from actually penetrating your hair, in my opinion. I feel like if your hair is shedding, I don't think it's protein, because excessive protein would break off your hair. So my question is it shedding or if it's breakage? If it's breakage, then it may be excessive protein, but if it's shedding, I don't think that it's the protein that's doing it. You can try different things out. I know that like green tea or black tea rinses are really good for shedding. I think that a lot of like Ayurvedic products are really good for shedding, so I would maybe try that out. It also could be other ingredients. It could be maybe coconut, an aversion to coconut oil, aloe vera juice. I would just maybe experiment a little bit, and maybe if you notice that a lot of products that you've been using contain coconut oil, maybe try a routine that has like little to no coconut oil and see if you see any differences. You can do the same thing with aloe vera juice. See if you see any differences with that, but I wouldn't just assume that it's protein, because I feel like protein would more so make your hair break off rather than doing my nose a little bit. All right, so I also get the question a lot, or y'all ask me the question a lot, of how old I am. I will say that, especially when I don't have on makeup, I guess I look younger than I am. But I will be 28 years old next month. I'm an Aquarius. My birthday is February 13th. Whoop, whoop. It's coming soon. Going on a trip to Miami with my girls for my birthday. Super duper excited. And another common question was if I got a man, and I don't have a man right now. I don't. I'm single. I'm solo dolo, just figuring out life. When he comes, he'll come, but right now, your girl is single. As I'm putting on my blush from MAC, this is Raisin. The next question is, I've tried Unicurl. My question is this: how do you know how much product you should use per your twist per section? I tend to be heavy-handed, and a little goes a long way is out of my wheelhouse, and that's bad because I have super fine hair. I'm heavy-handed as well, but I will say that I do have thick hair, so sometimes me being heavy-handed isn't a bad thing. But I can understand if you have finer strands that it could be a bad thing. To be quite honest, like, you kind of just have to be like conscious about it. There's certain products that I know that if I use a bunch of it, it's gonna cause flakes, all this. So I literally, as I'm doing my hair, I have to remind myself, like, girl, you gotta chill. Just use a little bit, just use a little bit. So I have to like constantly think about it, because otherwise I'm gonna use a bunch. Oh, and I like to put a little bit of blush on my nose, just to let y'all know. Otherwise, I'm gonna use a bunch, like I said. So you just kind of have to be cautious, and you have to play around. So if you put on a product, sorry y'all, the sun is going in and out, and it's messing up my lighting. Okay, there we go. So if you notice that your hair is super weighed down by a product and you felt like you used a lot, then definitely keep experimenting. Keep using the product and using different amounts. It's never, there's no like, oh, you got to use this specific amount. It's something that you have to experiment. You have to figure out what your hair needs. If your hair is thick, you may need a little bit more product. If your hair is thinner, you may need less product. It really, you just got to experiment. I feel like natural hair, you really just have to experiment to figure out what works for you, because you can watch all these reviews, have so many people say something is good, and you try it on your hair and it may not work. It may not work. Natural hair is an experiment. It is absolutely an experiment. Figure out what works for you, and when you figure out what works for you, you can definitely stick to it. You can have a few things in rotation or whatever. But when you find out what works for you, the amounts, the type of products, the technique, stick to it. Play with it and stick to it once you find out what works for you. All right, so we're gonna move into my favorite thing, which is highlighter. And this is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in Molten Gold. And she's been used a lot. I like accidentally dug my little finger in there, but whatever. Gonna take my brush. So next question is, have you noticed any change in your hair texture? No, not pattern, but texture. I've been natural almost 4 years and my hair texture has gotten silky smooth. If anyone has had this happen before, feel free to answer as well. I woke up one day thinking, who hair is on my head? That's funny. I guess I've noticed a little bit of a difference in the texture of my hair, but I think that's because I've learned more and more how to moisturize and keep my hair moisturized over time. And so therefore my hair, I guess, may seem more silky, but I don't think my texture really changed. It's because I know how to put moisture in my hair and how to keep my hair moisturized, and maybe that's changed the texture a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense, but as long as your curls are okay, then I think you shouldn't be too worried. But if your curls are not okay, then it's probably heat damage. So I also like to take a pencil brush, add the same highlighter in the inner corner of my eyes. Nothing crazy. And I feel like that just brightens up my eye and makes me look a little bit more awake, just a little bit. Y'all, the sun is playing games right now. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of my bronzer in the crease of my eyes. Has doing YouTube made you want to be more experimental with your hair? Has it made you more tired of doing your hair? So yes and yes. YouTube definitely has made me more experimental. I feel like YouTube has definitely made me more of a product junkie than I already am. And so I probably would be more patient and be like, oh, let me wait till this product runs out before I go and buy this new product and try it out. So definitely it makes me more experimental, because when these brands drop new products, I definitely want to try those out for y'all and let y'all know if it's worth you spending your money or not on them. But otherwise I probably would wait, or maybe even pass altogether. And then yes, it does make me tired of doing my hair, because filming my hair on YouTube, it makes my wash day process longer. It does. And then I have to sit and, you know, explain, because I'm very like detailed, and so that can kind of take a lot out of me as well. Whereas like if I'm just doing my hair and I'm not filming, I'm in the bathroom, I'm jamming out to my music, I do my hair way quicker. Just gonna blend everything together. I'm gonna take my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist and mist my face and let that kind of set and melt my makeup and make it look flawless and seamless. So what are some tools that you cannot do without? Some hair tools. Definitely my pick. I cannot live without my pick. I use my pick every time I do my hair, literally. Like, I will be picking out this puff. I use it all the time. I pick out my twist outs, pick out my braid outs, I pick out my wash and goes, pick out my puffs, definitely a pick. Another thing would be my thermal hot head, because the thing is amazing. I can deep condition with heat while I'm doing laundry, while I'm cleaning my room, cleaning the kitchen, doing whatever. Don't have to sit under the dryer or anything, so definitely that. My shower mirror for sure, because I do a lot of different things in the shower, like applying my leave-in and also making sure that stuff is rinsed out of my hair. I would say those are the main ones that I can't live without. Oh, and a diffuser. Diffuser for sure, and also a hooded dryer for wash and goes, especially during the winter. I am going to work on these brows because now that I've put like foundation and stuff on it, my brows don't look as good as, or as thick as they really are. They look not good, basically. So I keep my brow routine very simple with my natural looks, at least. And I'm using the Ulta Brow Tint in Deep. So this is just really quick and easy. Do you wash your hair on a particular day of the week? Which day and why? I usually do it on Saturday just because I'm not working on Saturday. That's when I have the most time. Because even on Sundays, I am busy. I'll have like church where I'll like spend time with my family. So Saturday usually, sometimes Sunday if I end up being busy on Saturday, but wash day for me is mostly Saturday, sometimes Sunday. What's the name of the hair product that made you really enjoy being natural because of how good it made your hair look and feel? I would say not necessarily basically based on how it made my hair look, but more so how it made my hair feel, because it's a leave-in. And so, you know, you add extra products on top of your leave-ins. Usually that's not normally where people stop in their hair routine. So definitely the main choice 3-in-1 conditioner. That thing is Bay, is my favorite product. It makes my hair feel so good. Like, it made me excited to try new products, because before I tried that out, I just had my same products that I had been using over and over and over and over again. And then I saw Natural 85 use that as her leave-in, and I tried it out and I was like, this thing is banging. And I need to like venture out and try out other things and not just use the same products that I'm using over and over again. So definitely the main choice, 3-in-1. Okay, so next question. Do you see yourself cutting off your hair, mid or big chop, or maybe locking it in the future? I don't really see myself big chopping my hair unless for some reason my hair gets really damaged and I need to cut it off in order for it to be healthy. Then absolutely. As far as locking my hair, I don't see myself locking my hair. Locks look good. I do my little faux locks, but I miss my curls, so I can put on my faux locks and have them in, and then I can take them out and have my curls back. So for me, I don't think locking is something that I would do, but it definitely looks bomb, which is why I do my little faux locks. Next, I'm going to use this Loreal Infallible Flash Cat Eye eyeliner, and it's brown. I've been loving brown eyeliner. I don't know if I can do this on camera and answer questions because eyeliner requires me to focus. I'm gonna be quiet basically while I do this. So what is your favorite hairstyle, and what are your favorite hair products along with the style that you use? My favorite hairstyle is definitely a twist out. It's my go-to. It's quick and it's easy. Definitely my favorite is the first style I ever tried. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. And as far as the hair products that I like to use, with my twist out. So I did a battle of like 4 twisting butters or twisting creams, and I would say all 4 of those are probably some of my favorite products to use to twist out my hair. It was the Unicurl 4-in-1 styler, the Twisted Definition by Curls Dynasty, the Mango Caster twisting butter by Baskin Bloom. And then, even though that was my first time trying it out, I really loved the Curls Blueberry Bliss Twist and Shout cream. And because I'm extra, I like to put on 2 different mascaras. The second mascara I use is by CoverGirl. It's an oldie but a goodie. I used this in high school. I might have even used this in middle school. It's the CoverGirl. It's the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. And I use this more so because I like the wand to like really separate out my eyelashes. So next question is, what have been the top 3 struggles while you've been a naturalista, and did you struggle with your self-esteem when you first went natural? Okay, top 3 struggles. I don't know if I can name 3 off the bat, but I know that one, and I mentioned it in my other Q&A, and it's the area, like the middle of my head, where I experienced the most breakage. And if you want to know exactly what I try to do in order to, I guess, minimize the breakage in that area, you can definitely check out part 1 of my Q&A. So I won't go into details about that, but I would say that was my main struggle. And then as far as struggling with my self-esteem, I definitely did. I always was a person that had like this decent length hair, meaning like I had some length to my hair, and I big chopped after transitioning for 14 months. And so yes, you got hair growth, but it's not long, it's not down your back. And so at first I was a little bit self-conscious, but I will say my boyfriend at the time was very supportive. He was actually the one that encouraged me to go natural. So, and then I had a bunch of friends who were going natural. The most, I guess, gripe I got was from my family. But it's my family. Like, I don't know. Like, their opinion matters to me, but at the same time, like, I know they love me regardless. Whereas, like, other people out in the world, they can judge you and not love you. I don't know if that makes sense. But basically, even though my family was like, oh, your hair look nappy, blah, 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 blah. I knew they still loved me. So I was like, whatever. Whatever. But not everybody in my family was like that. A lot of my family members were supportive, were natural. So they supported it. So just having that support system, good support system around you to help you feel comfortable, to help you feel confident in your decision to go natural. At the end of the day, like, being natural is literally being natural. Like, it is your natural self. It is the way your hair grows out of your head without any manipulation to it. It's the way God created us. So if you don't like it, oh well. For my lips, I'll be using this lip gloss by ColourPop. It's in the color Fudge, but this is my favorite go-to, which is why I keep it in my purse. I think it's literally the perfect color. Every day, it goes with everything. So now that my makeup is done, we're going to finish up this puff, and we're going to be adding some gel. You can see that my hair is kind of like already formed up or whatever to be in the puff. So I'm gonna take one of my favorite gels, and it is the Style Factor Edge Booster Gel. It is the Sugar Melon scent. It's the one in the green bottle. Speaking of gels, the next question is, I do not do wash and goes, only due to certain parts of my hair. It's just frizzy. My question is, what is the best product to use to get rid of your frizz and clump your curls that I can try out? One of them would actually be the Style Factor Edge Booster Gel. This one clumps my curls. There's not gonna be no frizz with this gel, because this gel It's one of those gels that's more so on the crunchy side, just to be real with you. So if you don't like crunchy gels, then this may not work for you, but I feel like gels that have the strong hold will be the ones to minimize the frizz when you do a wash. So it's just something that you have to consider. So I'm just gonna re-wet my hair a little bit just to help the gel glide on. Do you prefer to air dry or diffuse versus sitting under a hooded dryer? If you like to dry under a hooded dryer, how do you know how long to sit under the dryer? So for the longest, I used to be an air dry girl. But I've realized now that after I sit under the dryer, like my hair isn't affected by humidity or anything like that. I noticed that when I air dry and it's hot outside and it's humid outside, my hair will get a little bit frizzy from that. So now I actually prefer to dry my hair under a hooded dryer. As far as how long you need to stay under there, there's no set time. It depends on your hair's porosity. It depends on your hair's thickness. My hair is very thick. A lot of times I can sit under my hooded dryer. Oh, and also depends on the quality of your dryer as well. But I can sit under my hooded dryer for an hour, hour and a half, and my roots sometimes and then my nape sometimes still won't be dry. So with that, then I'll go and hit it with the diffuser. It's just really, you just sit there as long as you possibly can. If you find that like the rest of your hair is dry, but no matter what you do, certain sections of your hair aren't dry, there's no need to continue to sit under the dryer, because obviously the heat is not getting to that section of your hair to dry. So you kind of might need to go in with a diffuser in order to get to that specific section of your hair in order to dry it. I don't know if I answered this question or not in my previous video, so I'll just go ahead and answer it again. But it's how often I trim my ends, and I have a goal of trimming my ends every 4 months or 3 months. Every 3 months, so 4 times a year. But last year I did it twice. I did it twice. I wasn't very good at keeping up with my trims, and so when I did get my trim, when I did my blowout or whatever, my silk press, like, girl, my ends were raggedy. So I'm going to keep to the trimming my hair quarterly. This year I'm gonna stay true to that, because I just need to stay true to that. Because we're trying to retain length, and I don't need to keep split ends that are just gonna keep traveling up my hair and cause more of my hair needing to be cut. So we're gonna trim them off. Okay, next question is, do I like journaling or planning? I like planning, so I definitely have a planner. I plan out workouts, I plan out YouTube videos, add down any like birthdays or any events or anything on my planner. Definitely am a planner for sure. Journaling, I don't like to write. Writing is not something I like to do, so I don't really journal. So right now I'm just tying down my edges a little bit. Probably leave this on for about like 10 to 15 minutes. I'll answer some more questions, and then we'll come back for the final takedown, show you the final look and all that good stuff. I got a lot of y'all asking about DIYs, and I may have mentioned this in my other Q&A. I forgot what questions I answered versus what questions I still have left to answer. But as far as DIYs, I'm lazy. I definitely want to do more DIYs, but my laziness gets in the way. I know that one of my favorite YouTubers here, Sheree Del Sol, just did a DIY gel. Might try that out. DIYs take a lot of research and a lot of behind the scenes work. But if I do DIYs, you'll be the first to know, of course. So I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying absolutely, because you're just lazy. Question, when are we going to see a workout vlog and before and after pictures of a workout? I didn't know that's something that y'all are interested in. If y'all follow me on Instagram, which I'll have linked below, on my IG stories, I post a lot of me going to the gym, and also I have an Apple Watch and I count like my calories burned in my workouts and I show those. And for me, that's just me not show up and be like, ooh, look how many calories I burn, blah, blah, blah. It's more so to keep me accountable, because I know that people will come in and see like, ooh, you've been hard at the gym, da, 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 da. You know, that gives me a little motivation, like, oh, you notice? Yeah, I've been working out at the gym. And also, if I go a long time without posting it, people are like, you've been at the gym, you've been working out. So it helps to keep me accountable. I'm no expert. I go to this gym called Burn here in Atlanta, and they have kickboxing, yoga, cycling classes, and something called Sculpt yoga. Classes I can't really film those. I just can't film those. And I do also do some of my own workouts here at my gym in my apartment complex. I don't know. If that's something y'all are interested in, I can consider it, but I really just be in the gym, just doing my own thing. So what is my life outside of YouTube, work, family, interests? I already mentioned what I do for work in my previous Q&A. As far as family, my family is very close-knit. My family is from right here in Georgia. We don't really move. So growing up, I went to high school with a bunch of cousins and stuff. And it's funny because I'd be telling my friends, oh yeah, so-and-so, that's my cousin. Especially when some of my friends had like crushes on my cousins, I'd be like, ew, that's my cousin. And so a lot of people were like, you're literally related to everybody. And that's absolutely true. I'm related to everybody in Metro Atlanta. Not everybody, but a lot of people, because my grandfather was like one of 13 kids. So this is my mom's dad. He was one of 13. Their family is from Lawrenceville. Most of them all live here. And then my grandmother, my dad's mom, is also like one of 11 or 10. I can't remember how many. And she's from Athens, Georgia. So I just got a big family. I got 2 brothers. I got 2 sisters. I got a gang of nieces and nephews, a gang of cousins, a gang of aunts and uncles. I just have a big family. I love them to death. We're close-knit. We're one of those families, like, we fight hard, but we love hard at the same time. Like, we may have an argument one day, and the next day we cool. We're family. We love each other. So that's kind of how my family is. As far as interests are, I enjoy reading books. I enjoy spending time with my family and friends. YouTube is an interest for sure, but you said outside of YouTube, so I guess I can't say that. I love traveling. Absolutely love traveling. I love eating. Oh, I love to eat. That's one of the main reasons why I work out, so I can eat. Those are just some of my main interests and hobbies. Someone asked, have you tried the Casmalehe hairbrush comb? And if so, do you like it? Let's talk about the pros and cons, if any. I have not heard of it. Actually, let's look up what that brush looked like. Let's see. Kind of hard. You can see my ring light, but this is what the brush. There's a brush, there's a comb, and I'm guessing that's a pick. Interesting. I might have to pick this up and try this out, because I don't think I've seen this before. Comment below, have y'all seen this brush? It's the Casmalehe. Probably saying it wrong, but yeah, it looks very interesting. So the last question that I'm gonna answer before I come back and show y'all the final get ready with me results. So what is your biggest pet peeve? I have road rage. I have bad road rage. I don't like bad drivers. I don't like slow drivers. I don't like drivers that don't use blinkers. I don't have the patience. I don't. And that's something I need to work on. That's something I need to work on. But that is my pet peeve. I don't like bad drivers. I really don't. I'm quick to honk my horn. I'm quick to honk my horn. Quick to honk my horn. Like, I will be in the passenger seat and someone does something dumb and I'm riding with my friends, I will reach over and honk the horn. I know that's a little crazy and a little extra, but that's what I do. But yeah, so I'm gonna let my hair kind of like marinate and then we'll be back to show you the final results and all that good stuff. All right, y'all, so I'm back. This is the final look. This is my puff. My edges are all laid. This is my natural beat face, so very natural. It's mostly about glowy, nice skin, very minimal on the eyes, but still kind of sultry with the eyeliner. Yeah, so that's really it. That's my natural little beat face. That's my get ready with me. That's me answering more of your questions. If you like these types of videos, like get ready with me, if you're interested in my makeup, then just let me know and I can do more videos like this where we kind of like chit chat. I can ask questions and I can also kind of do my makeup and do my hair at the same time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below in the comment section. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and as always, I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of y'all watching, and until next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.